What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be making a spaghetti marinara. So what you're going to need is a 28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes. You're going to need a 14 ounce can, 14.5 ounce can of organic diced tomatoes. Oh, they don't have to be organic. A 15 ounce can of tomato sauce, pepper, and then you're gonna need 2 teaspoons of parsley, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of dried basil, a pinch of crushed red pepper, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic pepper, 2 teaspoons of white sugar, and I don't know if I said 2 teaspoons of dried parsley already, but that's in there as well. And then with the pepper, I believe it was 1/4 teaspoon. So what we're gonna do is put our sauce in a bowl. The recipe says that we can just go ahead and put it in the pan, but I figured it'd be a lot easier to just put it in a bowl and then put ingredients to the pan later. Show you the process here. 3 cloves of minced garlic. So I'm gonna go grab the garlic. Have my garlic here. Can't forget the garlic because that's the best part of every dish. We can go ahead and mince our garlic together if you want, if you are following along with me. So go ahead and show you the process here. Just going to press on this. Make sure it's peelable because garlic sticks to your fingers if you don't press it. Press it hard enough to get the skin off. So we're just gonna peel this up. I've made this recipe before, super delicious. Very simple ingredients, as you guys can see. I had all of these ingredients in my cupboard, which was nice. Didn't have to buy anything today. And yeah. Do you guys like to add cheese with your spaghetti? I have some grated Parmesan cheese, or it's shredded Parmesan cheese. I think I'm gonna add that to the top of my spaghetti. Sometimes I crave cheese with my spaghetti, sometimes I don't. Just kind of depends on the day, but today sounds nice. All right, so let's go ahead and mince our garlic. Garlic always smells so good. Oops, need to pay attention. Yeah, I love the smell of garlic. Garlic and onions. Something very therapeutic about mincing garlic. It's very calming, very relaxing. All right, so we got our garlic all minced up. All done and minced up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that to the side. Okay, and now we are going to, always forget to stop the video. Now we're just gonna get a bowl. You can get a large bowl, and we are going to add our sauces and our seasoning. You don't have to do this step. You can just go ahead and add your sauces in the saucepan if you want. But it just makes things a lot easier for me because I'm at the countertop. So I figured, why not just put it in a bowl, tomato sauce. I'm gonna add that to the bowl. Boom, just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna add my diced tomatoes. Ooh, Careful, it will splatter. Forgot about that. I opened up crushed tomatoes. So we're gonna add that to the bowl if you're putting it in a big bowl. Perfection. Okay. That's good. Tangy. Tangy. All right, my bowl is it's reaching the limit here. It's a bit full, but I'm gonna go ahead and add these seasonings to our bowl, and then I'm gonna get a whisk. Oh, and we can add our black pepper now if you want to do that with me. I like pepper, so I'm just gonna keep going until I can smell it. I can smell it now. Perfect. So that's enough pepper for me. It's probably like 1/4, a little bit over 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Now I'm gonna grab my whisk. I love this whisk, except this black part is not, it's not supposed to do that. I like broke it somehow, so I have to push it back in. Okay, now we're just going to whisk this up. Whisk it up well, whisk it up nicely until it's evenly distributed. Oops. I love marinara sauce. Fettuccine Alfredo is definitely my favorite pasta dish. Alrighty. Go ahead and stop this. So this is what our bowl looks like. Very full and very fragrant. So yeah, but what's your favorite pasta dish? I love pasta in general, to be honest. It's one of my favorite things to eat. But yeah. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and add our sauce to our saucepan. Let me see the recipe on what it says to do next. Okay, lower heat, simmer, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna bring this to a boil. So we're gonna add this. I'm gonna turn it to a high heat. A bit of oil to the pan, and then add the garlic, and then add the sauce. So I'm gonna use my extra virgin olive oil. Just a little drizzle. Gonna cook it in the oil for a few seconds. That's good enough. And then we're just gonna add our sauce. Just like so. Spatula to get all of the sauce. I'm gonna turn it up to a high heat so that way it comes to a boil, and then we're gonna cover it with a lid. And then we're going to turn the heat down to a simmer, and we're going to allow the sauce to simmer. So, mix it up. So turn up the heat to a high heat. And we're gonna bring that to a boil, but it might take a few minutes for it to start boiling. And like I said, then we're gonna cover it. Go ahead and add the lid, and then gonna turn it down to a simmer. Down to a very low heat, and it's gonna simmer for, like I said, 90 minutes, I believe. Let me just make sure with our recipe. Oh, actually, 45 to 60 minutes. Lower heat and simmer, 45 to 60 minutes. So not 90 minutes, I apologize. 45 to 60. So that's not too bad. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes, counting down.
Okay. So it's been about 20 minutes with the sauce cooking and simmering and everything. So I feel like it's a good time to start the spaghetti. Yeah, this one for al dente, it's 11 minutes. For some reason, this one says this pasta, it takes longer to cook. For al dente, this one's 11 minutes. If you don't want al dente, of course, you can cook it longer, and it's really whatever you prefer. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the water. I have a pot of water, and I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and then I'm gonna add salt to it and then cook the pasta. So, high heat. The water is finally boiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and add gonna get my camera so you guys can see the process. Perfect, the water is boiling. Salt to the water. Gonna add some salt. And then we're gonna add our spaghetti. In gently, so that way the spaghetti doesn't break. Just like that. All right, now I'm gonna cook that for 11 minutes. Put my salt away. The sauce is smelling super delicious, and I haven't stirred it in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and stir the sauce. Wow, that smells so good. So yeah, and then to top the spaghetti today, all I have is fresh cilantro. So I'm just gonna do a little sprinkle so it looks pretty. Yeah, usually top with parsley, right? But I don't want this to go to waste, so I'm just gonna use some cilantro. So our pasta is almost done, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save some pasta water in this little cup. Pasta water always brings out a lot of flavor, so if your pasta gets dry once you strain it, you can just add a little bit of pasta water to your sauce. And yeah, there's a lot of flavor with pasta water, and it helps your pasta not to dry out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the pasta off the burner and save some pasta water. This is optional, but I recommend it. Pasta water, I'm gonna go ahead and strain it. Show you guys the process here. And like I said, I have some fresh cilantro. I don't want it to go bad, so I'm just gonna use some cilantro, just a little bit, to make it look pretty. Wow, it looks pretty. This is the finished product. Sorry about the smoke, or I should say the steam. All right, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks so pretty. I wanted to make it look like an emoji, so that was my goal. Wow. That's delicious. So tangy and flavorful. And I love that garlic. Wow. Can't go wrong with homemade spaghetti marinara sauce. This is hitting the spot. I'm so hungry. I'm shaking my head because it's so good. So simple and satisfying. For sure. Pasta is like my comfort food. Last night I had a whole box of macaroni and cheese. I love carbohydrates in general. Ooh, garlic bread would have been so good with this. It's been a while since I've made homemade garlic bread. That would be so good with this. Or just the pre-made garlic bread, the frozen ones, those are good. Those are good. I forget what brand it is, but it's like a yellow box. And it's in the freezer aisle at the grocery store. Texas toast, delicious. I used to get that all the time, it's so good. I was gonna add cheese, but I don't even want to. It's good without it. The sauce is all at the bottom. I have to say though, my favorite pasta with red sauce is the Filipino spaghetti. It's the best. If you haven't tried it, it's so good. Filipino spaghetti. Jollibee spaghetti. It's the best. But you can't really compare it to this because it's completely different, you know. But it is a red, you know, marinara spaghetti, so I guess that's why I kind of compare it in my mind, even though I shouldn't. Because it's completely different. But it's really good, sweet with like meat, and it's just good. So yeah, you guys should go to a Jollibee and try the Filipino spaghetti. Almost done. Getting full.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
That was delicious. Some water.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like